it's Vela here. Today's video is a little bit different. It's not what I was originally going to post, but I really want to talk to you about something that happened earlier today in the European Parliament. So that would be Article 13 and everything that has to do with it. Article 13 is just a part of this new copyright directive that they are now passing. They voted today that it will pass and eventually become law in all the members of the European Parliament. So all the countries in the EU, so including Finland, where I live, and I wanted to have my face on this video so to tell people that I am actually a real person, so I'm not a bot or a troll. So I just kind of wanted to quickly tell you what it means and what it means for Simmers and the Sims community in particular. I'm not an expert, so I don't know everything about this, but I rely on my sources, so I will be having like some information from different sources that I do trust, so I hope everything is correct, and if not, feel free to correct me like in a civil way. I know that I do not know everything about this, but I have gathered like some information over the past few months about this. It's a very important topic for me because I do study arts and I make YouTube videos, so it does affect me quite a bit. So basically, when Article 13 becomes law, all social media platforms are required to have an even more precise upload filter than they are now. So for example, YouTube already of course is taking like cautions not to have like copyrighted content stolen and stuff like that, and that is good. But with the upload filters, it would be an automated thing, so there would be basically a computer running the system, and of course computers aren't always accurate, and it would have to go through all of the things that we upload on YouTube, and if you can't prove that you own something, you can't upload it. So in this case where you can see my face, it's totally fine because I completely own this video, but if I were to insert a screenshot from The Sims 4 here that I do in all of my other videos, I could not do that once the law is passed and ready and working. So I could not do that, or at least I would need permission from EA, and it doesn't matter that EA is not a European company. It affects all European users and all content that they would want to use, and also it affects people outside of the EU because European viewers could be blocked from viewing any of this content. So not only could they not produce their own content, they would also not be able to watch any content that has copyrighted materials in it. So yeah, even if you're American, you might lose like half of your views for this. So yeah, I'm gonna read like a small thing here from EFF about the internet law so that you kind of get what the thing is about, mainly about like the critique, what that's about, and why it's so unbelievable that they passed this law. So about 5 million Europeans, including myself, have signed an online petition not to have this law, and also there's been huge protests, like 100,000 people in Germany this weekend and things like that. But not just that they're not listening to the people who voted them, but also they're basically doing this against all the advice that they've been given. So of course in the EU they like get advice from different like professionals, and in this case it says here that they have abandoned the advice of academics, technologists and UN human rights experts, which is crazy to me. Like, if a human rights expert, and this indicates multiple of them, says that you should not do something, you should probably not do it. But still, over half of the people that we elected to the European Parliament, they still voted for this obscure copyright law. I think it was made a little bit better in like the final stages, but it's still horrible. And I do think that, you know, there could be something done for the copyright law, but this is just not the way to do it. This would like only profit big companies that can already like support their audience and that have the money to pay for fees and lawyers. This would make the creation of new platforms even more difficult than it is today, because basically you could automatically not have any European users unless you have like the money to do the upload filters and stuff like that, to implement that stuff, because that also needs money. So if you're looking for like a new platform, it probably won't happen, because small new platforms won't have the funding to actually, you know, do things by this law. And yeah, that is crazy to me. And also what it means for Simmers especially, I briefly mentioned that, you know, The Sims is owned by EA, so it's all copyrighted material. Even if you recorded it yourself, even if you made the sim yourself or built the house yourself, it's still all copyrighted material, and that goes for all games as well. So basically the future of gaming is kind of uncertain right now. And it's also not just Europe. If this passes in Europe, and which it is, by the way, if this gets taken to the final steps in Europe, other countries might also think it's a good idea, when in fact it's not. They passed a law similar to this, I think, in Germany, and basically every academic has proven that it didn't work as planned. It wasn't as good as they had expected. It limits the freedom of speech and stuff like that. So you can tell it's not great, but they're still going through with this, and that is crazy to me. And yeah, if you're a simmer, basically your whole channel and every channel you watch could be in danger of being deleted, or at least having their videos like significantly reduced. I could still make videos with my face on it, but I don't enjoy that as much as I enjoy making Sims videos. And I know that for many people in this community, The Sims and the gaming overall is very common with people who have like depression and anxiety and stuff like that, and gaming has helped them. And it's so saddening to me that something like this could be taken away. Like, even the possibility, even if this doesn't go all the way through, even the fact that we are considering it and it has already passed, that is so saddening. There is one like final vote happening in like a few weeks, so if you are European, you should definitely contact your members in the European Parliament, the people you have voted there. I think you can find all their emails pretty easily, and just email them to change their mind. The intention is good, but in the end only big companies and big platforms and already established artists who can already afford things and who can afford a lawyer if they need to, only those people will profit from this. So yeah, there is a final vote about this happening soon, so it should still be possible if one country, if one significant country can change their vote on this, this could still be reversed. And also the implementation of this law in whole will take at least a couple of years to fully be done. So we should not stop here. We should really do everything we can, and even if you're not in Europe, you can speak up about this, because like I said, this could be spreading. If people think that this would work in EU, they might also think that this will work in America. So your Parliament could as well be thinking about doing this, and it's just not a good idea. It's been far too like rushed, it's not complete, and it's not good. It's basically only taking into consideration big companies and big artists, big platforms, and it's not caring about smaller artists and creators, and it's definitely not caring about the gaming community. So yeah, I just thought I should talk about this a little bit. And I know this was quite rambly, but you know, I'm really passionate about this and I'm quite annoyed right now, so I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. So yeah, I hope this cleared something up. I will leave a few links down below, which by the way would probably be illegal to link any other website in your YouTube description if this law passes. But for now, I will link some links down below where you can read more about Article 13 and all this mess. And if you have any questions, I probably don't know the answers to them. I'm sorry, my knowledge is limited, but I do know that this is not good for us. This is not good for me as an art student or as a small YouTuber. I know it's not, and it's not good for any other platforms than the very big and established one. So YouTube probably will still be available, you know, you can watch some bloggers, like half of them that exist now, but it will still exist, but it will probably be very strict and probably very expensive. And if any other new platforms arise, they would probably have to have fees. They would have to be behind a paywall for those platforms to be able to implement this law accurately and to have those upload filters, and they would still be strict and you couldn't still publish any gaming content or anything like that. So yeah, let's talk about this. Let's raise awareness. You can also tweet about it with the hashtag saveyourinternet or saveourinternet. And if you are a member of the EU, contact your people in the parliament and, you know, just tell them that this is not a good idea. We can still do things. Do not stop protesting. Do not stop being vocal about this, because I am not going to, and you shouldn't either, until we are very clear about what this means, or at least something is like we are recognized, because right now we are not even being recognized. The parliament is totally pushing us off. They are saying that we are bots, we are not real people, or that somebody paid us, and that is not true. So we need at least the acknowledgement that we exist and that we disagree on this, and we disagree on it a lot. So yeah, I hope you got something out of this video. Maybe it's not the most enjoyable one, but I hope it taught you something and you are a little bit more clear about this issue. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to share this and please tweet about Article 13 and Save Your Internet so that we can continue this discussion. We should not be silent right now. So thank you so much for watching. If you did like this video, give it a big thumbs up, even though in a couple of months it will probably do nothing for me, but you know, we tried. I will see you all very soon again. Bye bye!